So we've all been there. You're watching some bozo on YouTube, he's talking about a bunch of different budget webcams, and you decide to pick one up for yourself because, quite frankly, something like the Elgato Facecam just isn't quite within your budget. Speaking of Elgato, they are the sponsor of today's video. More on them in a minute. Now your webcam finally arrives, you plug it in, and your soul is crushed because the image quality isn't quite what you were expecting. Now, lucky for you, I'm here, and today I'm gonna show you how you can take any budget webcam and make it look pretty good for your stream. And I'm gonna put myself to the test. I found this $10 webcam on Amazon. We got it right here. I've never heard of it, you've never heard of it. I'll link to it below if you're curious on the details of it, but what we're gonna do today is do our best to make this budget webcam look pretty good. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you already know what I'm about to say next, and that is making a webcam look good. That process starts outside of the PC. There are three main ingredients to creating content for the internet: audio, lighting, and video, and that is the order of importance. So we're talking about visuals here, so we'll talk about audio in a minute, but with the visuals, lighting is more important than the webcam. So you want to make sure you have the best lighting within your budget, and best really equals flexible. So I'm using the Elgato ring light here. This is obviously a more premium solution. I'm controlling it using the Elgato Stream Deck, which is obviously a luxury, not a requirement at all for good lighting. But the point is, A, you know what kind of lighting I'm actually working with today, and B, find yourself some lighting that has flexibility with the color temperature and with the brightness. And I will link to some guides down below that will help you find lights that can pretty much do the same thing as this Elgato ring light, but at a much cheaper price. So let's actually go ahead and plug this baby in. Okay, so I just plugged in this webcam for the first time in this video. I'm looking at the feed. Yikes, I've set myself up. This is gonna be a tough one here. $10 webcam, let's just keep that in mind, folks. Look at the edges, how they kind of bubble out like a fish lens. Yikes, okay, so, and it's, I don't know why it's so orange. It's not that orange in here, but hey, we'll play around with it. So there is one good thing about this video right now, and that is the audio sounds pretty dang good, and that is because of my friends over at Elgato who are sponsoring this video. This mic, folks, the Wave mic. This is my top recommendation for anybody who is getting into streaming, and let me show you why. So if we go to my desktop, you'll see Wavelink. This is the software that comes with the microphone. It gives you all of the controls that normally you would only have with something like an XLR microphone. This is crazy how you can just adjust all of the different levels to, you know, what you want to hear to what your stream wants to hear. Now, let me show you my favorite feature of this microphone, and it's especially important for guys like me who can sometimes get a little loud. If I turn off this feature called Clipguard, you can see everything's going red. The audio probably sounds like garbage. If you are a streamer who's always yelling and you've got a temper problem, Clipguard is for you, because you can see that as I turn it back on, I'm yelling at the same tone, whatever you want to call it. I'm just getting so mad trying to record this. You can see that you gotta have Clipguard, man. That was kind of a painful way to demonstrate this microphone, but if you want to pick one of these up, I highly recommend you do. Link in the description below. So here we are in Streamlabs. This is the free software I choose to use for my live streams. You may use something like OBS. The process is largely the same. And the reason I love these two platforms is because not only are they great streaming platforms that don't cost any money, but they also have the ability to control the image quality of your webcam. If you're not getting something like, you know, a Logitech webcam, which has its own software, you're kind of out of luck when it comes to adjusting the image optimization. But with something like Streamlabs and OBS, that is no more. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna click on the webcam source, and within here, you're just gonna click on configure video, and you'll see a little dialog box pop up. So let me move this out so we can monitor this together. This gives us all of the control. So I can go over to camera control and turn off exposure. and already not a huge difference. Sometimes I keep this on, sometimes I turn it off. And now the brightness. Let's turn the brightness down. I usually find a lot of success in that there. I already can tell that we just have too much light for this webcam. So let me go back into the control center. I'm gonna turn the brightness down quite a bit. And that certainly helps. Let me adjust this exposure again, see if there's anything better there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of play around with these settings for a minute and see if I can really fine tune this down to an image I like. So you can see the difference between this and the picture that we started with, and what a difference. Now, is this a perfect picture? No, there's certainly some grain that's going on, but you have to remember, we are on a $10 webcam right now. So it's only gonna look so good, but this just goes to show you that with a little adjustment of the lighting and adjusting your settings, which by the way, if you're like pausing, trying to apply those to your same webcam situation, it's a waste of time. It's totally unique with the lighting of the room and even sometimes what you're wearing. If you're a white shirt, that might cause a little bit more exposure issues and you need to tone that down. So those are things to keep in mind as you're just adjusting all of the different settings. So if you learned one thing today, just because your webcam is a budget webcam, that doesn't mean your stream needs to look like a budget stream. So if you're looking for a budget webcam to purchase, this video right up here has got you covered. Otherwise, if you're looking for some ideas on how to build a budget streaming setup, this video is perfect for you down here. Enjoy.